vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. And she'll tell it like it is. And she don't sugarcoat it. Know what she worth and she don't need controlling. Smart, beautiful, she live life in the moment. No wasting time, so I ask her what she wanted. Said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. No, 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 no. Said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. Dime lo que quieres. Sabe que no tengo solo un tipo de mujer. Yeah. Solo quiero verte. Date lo que quieres, nunca tener que perderte. Estoy feliz de conocerte. Te prometo que te veré antes de jueves. Si fume y tú bebes. Dime si tú te atreves. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. No, 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 no. Said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip.
The story behind this one is simple, really. She said she wanted a bop. So, I wrote one.
So yeah, I remember when this dropped. I remember. Still a banger.
Warning: some viewers may find the following talent dope as This episode of The Review Room is intended for mature audiences only. San Fernando.
She had a man, but he's gone now. Always cry me a red.
Introducing for the very first ever live and in person review room.
You know it's time for the review room. But if I'm being honest, Amar needs to get his ass back in that studio and drop some new fucking music, cause I'm tired of waiting.
All right. Enough of that. How's everybody doing tonight? We live here in the review room. Y'all, it has been a minute, but if you're in here, if you're watching, or if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. We actually have a very special guest, our first special guest star of the year, somebody who we've been honored to have in the review room a couple of times, actually, and somebody who has helped me through a few publicity things, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. He's worked with Grammy winning artists. He's worked with some artists you guys may have heard of, like NLE Choppa, Coco Jones, Pat Jr. He's an author. He's a creative consultant. Honestly, this man he does it all. Also known as Mr. Get a Website, if y'all aren't too familiar. But tonight we welcome Mr. Michael Stover into the review room. How you doing, sir?
Yo. Really appreciate you having me. I'm always thankful to slide through and thankful to be the first guest of the new year. That's big time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love what you're doing. Love how the you're doing the live joint now and stuff like that. You just the ball keeps rolling one step at a time.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy about the outcome of the review room started really small, and I mean I think you can kind of relate to that. You started from the ground up, and now you have a Grammy winning artist on your roster, as well as some other big accomplishments, some books, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But for those who aren't familiar with Big Sto, for people who might be meeting you for the first time tonight. Oh, we lost your video there.
Wait, really? Oh no.
Oh. Yeah. So for those who are, whoa, what's going on here? Is it like, oh,
What's happening?
I see, I see. That's on my end. If you want to introduce yourself to anyone who's not familiar with you or your work, who is Big Stow?
Yeah, yeah. What up, everybody? Big Sto, Michael Stover. Yeah, I started as a writer. I've been doing album reviews since I was 15. Yeah, 15 years old. Um, for my local news, or I'm sorry, school newspaper and stuff like that. And it just kind of evolved from there. I was there during the blog era, writing reviews, interviewing artists and stuff like that. And um, was also creating at the time. And so that just kind of evolved into me seeing, some of my peers and friends not really understanding kind of the business side and what a rollout is and why that's important and stuff like that. And so really started to learn and do my own research on that end. And I was already studying rollouts before that, just based on what I was getting to review and stuff like that. And so just kind of blossomed from there. And now, yeah, I'm doing very thankful to be writing bios and press releases for artists of all types, and um, doing consulting work, hands-on consulting work with artists of all types, and just really empowering independent artists to really see the power that they have in this landscape, especially now.
Yeah, especially now with all the different with AI and how Spotify is undercutting artists, and just there's so many things happening in the artistic realm. But I mean, you talk about how you started in the blog era writing. You've seen your friends kind of struggle, your artist friends kind of struggle with rollout or promotion, or like defining themselves or their brand or different, whatever it may be. You call yourself a creative consultant. For anyone who doesn't really understand what that entails, what is a creative consultant for an artist?
And to be clear, like, I just, especially in this day and age, like the terminology, it's so vast and broad. I feel like it can mean different things. The same thing when people say manager. Like, a manager is a different thing for every artist, and stuff like that. And so, yeah, as a creative consultant, I'm helping you push anything that you need. Like, I don't care if it's a single, a music video, an album, etc. To the people that are most likely to listen to it. And I think that's always where the discrepancy has always come in with my job. Feel like it's there's half of it is, yes, am I a creative consultant? Sure, but like that involves marketing stuff. Sometimes, honestly, some mental health stuff with how artists are moving, and how the industry takes advantage of them and stuff like that. And so, creative consultant, like, yes, am I helping you with your rollout? Am I telling you to get a website? Am I telling you to get a newsletter? Absolutely, but it's so much more than that. It's about really helping you understand and discover how your experience as a human being allows you to get your art out there, and whatnot. And so, everything from understanding your story to making sure that your platforms are together to making sure that you're making content. Content. I'll say that again. Content that resonates with your supporters and resonates with an audience that doesn't understand the industry at large. And so, all of that is just just a couple pieces of my job and stuff that I do.
It sounds like you wear just as many hats, if not more, than the independent artist these days. So you definitely understand the struggle. And you mentioned sometimes it has to do with mental health. Do you find that sometimes artists kind of confide in you in that regard? Like, you're kind of you're their creative consultant. You're kind of managing them. You're also kind of their therapist at times. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. I try not to use therapists just because those are actual professionals, right? But like, yes, that's what it be feeling like sometimes. Like, and I take pride in that. Like, I want to carry that weight with you, to be completely frank.
Yeah.
And help you do that. And so, yeah, like, there's a myriad of reasons and times that artists I've worked with, and not even just in music, but just people in general, have hit me up in the creative space, looking to vent or to express themselves and to it's hard work being an independent creative at any capacity, whether you're an artist, a chef, whatever it is. And so yeah, I'm here to listen and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I think that's really cool that artists feel comfortable enough to confide in you in that way and trust you in that way. So, I think mental health is one of those things that's kind of becoming a little bit more okay to talk about. It's still, at least in my family, it's still a little taboo, but I feel like in general now it's becoming something that's a little bit more we're allowed to be more open with. So I'm thankful for that. People don't have to carry that weight alone. So I read a few articles about you, so I'm not gonna lie, I brushed up on my
Oh.
stoology, and I think I might have read something where you were in an interview and you said that people sometimes call you blunt, sometimes people call you real. Why do you think it is that honest feedback is hard for artists to receive?
I think that's everybody, right? Like it's and like it's that's not even just in the artistic space. I feel like humans in general, right? No one wants to feel like they're being criticized. No one wants to feel like they're making mistakes, especially when they're putting their best foot forward and stuff like that. And so, but when it comes to like consulting and giving advice for independent creatives, it always hits me a little bit harder because I really really try to make my advice and knowledge accessible. Like I do feel like years back when I was first getting started, I thought I was much worse in terms of like what like wait like you have a website, or I'm sorry, you don't have a website, but you're out here paying for playlists and stuff like that. Like I would be fair. I thought back in the day I was very harsh and blunt and stuff like that, and now I feel like I've pulled that back because no one taught us how to navigate these landscapes and stuff like that. And so nowadays, sure, I may pop off with like a certain post or whatever language or whatever, but like people don't understand. A lot of times if I can get you to laugh, but I can also get you to be like, oh damn,
Yeah.
he's actually right. Like I've accomplished my mission. Because that's how I've always been my entire life. Like I'm always, I take things seriously, but I don't take them so seriously that we can't freaking laugh about stuff. Even when I'm doing, consultations, I'm not here to lecture at you and, tell you like you're doing all these things wrong. What's wrong with you? Like no, like I want you to laugh. I want you to be engaged. I want you to connect. I want you to go back and forth with me and stuff like that. I don't want it to be this okay, you paid me, so shut up and listen to me. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, and so,
Yeah, that was like my
um,
experience when you did an audit with me. So,
yeah,
when Stowe does a social media audit for you, he goes and looks through all of your stuff, like, and he'll tell you exactly like what needs to be more consistent or how you need to be more consistent or what content. Like, he will literally, guys, we were on the phone for like 3.5 hours, and I'm sure that's not normal. Maybe it is, but we went through
it's,
everything.
we, on average, it's about 2 to 4 hours, but I've had consultations go as long as 6 hours.
Dang.
Um,
No, I
and
mean,
so, yeah, we,
yeah.
we go through everything and, you're a genuine testament. Like we do not hang up the phone. We do not hop off until I've answered every single question that you could possibly have.
Nah, for real. Like, the first thing Stowe asked me was like, "Give me your story," and I feel like he only expected me to paraphrase, but I gave him the whole damn thing, and
Oh, I didn't. Nope.
he was
Nope.
there listening the whole time. Like, it was like I was like,
Oh, it's so funny that you mentioned that because even when I do this with other artists, like they usually give me the paraphrased Reader's Digest version, but I'm like, absolutely not. Back it up, like because it's those details that matter,
yeah,
and it's like, what did I tell you? It's like everything that you just told me, your audience doesn't know.
yeah, that's true, yeah,
And so when you put it out there like that, it's because here's the thing. Even in your case, it's like, oh my god, we're kind of doing a mini consultation now, right? But like you've accomplished and done so much stuff already
yeah,
that your average casual supporter, they see and here's a perfect example. They see you out here doing a live version of what you've created on YouTube, and they automatically assume, oh, they're good. They don't need my support. They're
yeah,
doing live shows in front of people I'll never be able to do that. They don't even see or recognize, like they don't know who I am. They don't care about me. That's how casual people think, because they just got back from the Drake concert or a Coco Jones concert, where again, it's all about the assumption and perception. That's literally the battle independent artists have to go to bat with every time they upload, because they see your dope visuals, they see, the people you're collaborating with, the people you're linking up with, and like, damn, I'll never have access to that. Like, they really think that you just performed and then you flew to your 10-story apartment and hey, blunts on me, and it's all good. We both know it don't work like that.
Hey, listen, we got 5 people watching right now, and I appreciate all 5 of you guys. Y'all the realest ones. If you're a part of the email list, y'all go check it out right now. It's gonna have some a special something for y'all for tonight. If you want to get your music reviewed by Sto, and can we get some good energy in the chat for Sto, because he's always dropping gems. Y'all just need to listen. For real. He's got a channel on Instagram. If you follow him, I think his Instagram is Sto the Last, right?
Yeah,
it's Sto the Last, and it's also in the description if you're watching it on YouTube tonight. You can go follow him.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but he's daily dropping gems, and it's stuff that is sometimes so simple. One time I remember this one time I saw one. It's like, if you're a gamer, like, stream yourself listening to your music and playing games. Like, that's tapping into a whole other like market or niche. And I was like, that's a great that I'm just playing games and listening to my own music. It's like, or whatever.
It's like the sync placements are, and that's the thing. Everybody, I can't tell you how I'm. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna go off on this, but like, I can't tell you, like, every artist I talk to now, because I'm so, like, streaming has pretty much failed, and like, it's not really this huge money maker that it was supposed to be, and blah blah blah. And so now everyone's jumping on the sync placement bandwagon. Everyone wants sync placements now, and it's just like, there's nothing wrong with that. But some of y'all want sync placements but are doing literally nothing to show that you even have interest in the brand that you're expecting to get placed on. And it doesn't always work like that. I get that. But like, you immediately separate yourself from everybody that's just spamming, hey, Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, can I put my song in there? Like, just show yourself playing the damn game. Here's the thing. There's something called a pause menu. You pause the game, you mute the music, keep playing the game like you're already doing it. It doesn't require any money. You already paid for the game. You got the console. Every single console records now. Every single one, even the damn Nintendo Switch. You hit record, you mute all the music, you download the footage, you slap your song on it. That's it. $0. Literally $0. Upload it. And don't just upload it and then do nothing. Like, I don't even care if it's 3 months from now. Upload it again. 3 months after that, upload it again. Like, and especially, I mean, no, I'm talking to all y'all for sure, because the thing is, GTA. If we even just using Grand Theft Auto as an example, Grand Theft Auto 5 is already out. We've seen literally the radio channels that have come out as the game has released. There's so many artists in that game. They are probably going to do the same exact thing for 6, and it's probably going to be exponentially bigger than what they did with 5. So you can get yourself in Rockstar's graces now, as because they're still planning right now. Nothing's been confirmed or solidified, and so you can be recording footage and showing stuff now. And you never know who's paying attention. And it's just, I mean, it's the same with not even just myself, but even my other clients and stuff like that. Like, Pat Jr. I'm always going to sing his praises, because he took the information that we had our consultation. My gosh, it's been over 5 years at this point, and he just took that and ran with it. And now he's in NBA 2K. That just happened 2 weeks ago. Like, that's an independent artist who took his talents and just continued to grow. And now he's in one of the biggest, best-selling games of all time. Like, he did that. And so it's just like, there's so many little things that we can be doing that don't cost money, that can get you in front of your audience and can get you the placements that you're looking for. I don't care if it's a festival placement. I don't care if it's a placement on a TV show, video game. I don't care, like, an event. A brand, it doesn't matter. It's all possible. It really is.
Yeah. I'm just working on having some new music that I own the rights to right now, so I can start doing placements. But
One step at a
everything,
time.
yeah, everything you're saying right now is 100% true though, and there's so many different ways to market and promote yourself, and people just kind of, I don't know, maybe it's like a they don't think it's good enough kind of thing, or I don't know what it is, but why do you think that a lot of like artists feel so pressured when it comes to making content?
Well, it's a double edged sword, right? Like I think there's like one. I'm always going to come at labels first. They are to blame for one of the reasons because I see it all the time. It doesn't matter if it's Threads, it doesn't matter if it's Twitter, it doesn't matter if it's IG. The minute I say the word content, or Reddit, actually, I got scorched on Reddit in the music motherfucking marketing subreddit for saying the word content because because the labels have trained artists to believe that content is forced skits, forced dances, and all this stuff that the artist doesn't care about and shouldn't have to care about. To be clear, I want to be clear. Like they shouldn't have to care about making all this fake shit that they don't believe in. That's ridiculous. Like that's unacceptable. Should never have even been a thing. But because of TikTok and Reels and all this stuff, there's this engine that they feel has to constantly run. And so I think artists think like, oh well, I just want to put out, because that's the thing. You get the people that are like, well, I just want to put out the music.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but you really don't want to do that. You don't just want to put out the music. You want to make a profit. You want to grow a fan base. It's not because I read a post the other day that was like, oh, like do we have to be on social media like to sell a product? Like, what if I just want to be? And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like, of course, all of us want to just exist and be, but it's like there's so much. But let's be honest for a second. You don't just want to put out the music and just let it cook, because you can do that. You can do that right now and be fine. But you want people to know that you're making music. You're looking for opportunities. You're looking for profit placements, playlist placements, interviews, all this other stuff. But that's the thing. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think it takes admitting that. But because independent artists have there's always this stigma, right? The struggling artist.
Yeah.
I'm creating, but I'm also struggling to even survive so I can create. Like, I've never believed that we have to stand by that. You know what I mean? Like, you can be a successful artist. Like, but that requires work. That requires doing other things. And so what do I always say? Content is just documenting what you're already doing. That's it. So many of you are doing a million things, but your fans and your supporters don't know that because you're not documenting it. Now, I'm not saying you have to turn your entire life into a freaking vlog. I think some artists get that confused too. Like, oh, well, I don't want to document everything. You don't have to, but you should be this right here is content for me. Yeah. Like, there's no money required. I literally just be like, hey, this is what I spoke about. This is what we talked about. That's content. Every consultation I do, I can turn that into content. A lot of times, you're in the IG group. Like, a lot of times I'll have had a conversation with an artist that pushed me to press the record button and say, hey, yo, this is what I'm thinking. Yo, I just had a conversation with this artist that's saying like, yo, I'm paying.
I told you I knew that tweet was about me. No, I'm playing.
No, never that.
But I could see that for sure. Like, and there's just so many instances in which I've heard that too, where artists are like, I just want to make the music, kind of like what you said. But everything you say, you make a great point. I mean, yeah, you can do that, but do you want to make a living off of this? Like, is that what you want to do? Is this just a hobby or like what? So.
And it's okay either way, but let's be honest about it and let's take the steps, right? The steps that need to be taken so we can, get to it.
Yeah. Well, Sto, I mean, I got plenty of questions for you tonight, but I think we should go ahead and start getting some reviews in. I know some people are eagerly
let's see what we got.
Eagerly awaiting your review. So the first song we're gonna play tonight is gonna be a song by Reese LA. It's called "Be Right There." E.T.
Okay.
featuring Reese LA. That's how you say it with the V. But let me know what y'all think about this track right here.
The rain won't fall and the storm won't last. In due time, everything comes to pass. Fading memories, echoes like a trap. Promise me loyalty, be right there. The rain won't fall and the storm won't last. In due time, everything comes to pass. Fading memories, echoes like a trap. Promise me loyalty, be right there.
KD for way too long, been caused a lot of harm, deceived and I've been shown, believed to be a bomb, neurotic but I'm headstrong, got my body ethereal, tapped into the thicket portal, like create when I make songs. So many curses, too many hearses, bad drugs, nights and hurting, bottles, withdrawals, I'm burning trauma. You know, serve me, I'm a king, I'm a god, always knew I was a star. RBSDL, lay me in ETV going far, cause he stay heating, I stay eating, every melody for no reason, and AI, I'm never sleeping, man, I wish that that could be me. When you see me in your dreams, can't help but play along. Find me in the ashram, you been the bay farm.
He was broken, trapped, had nowhere to go, shine. But his flow was so gold. My mind elevated to heights that were unknown. Nobody gave a damn, yet they really didn't know. He was deceived, lied to, misused, abused. Beaten just for fun, no joke. Ridiculed, played for a view. Scarred from being bruised, so he rocks him like a crown. What you think a God will do?
I promise you that I'll always be there for you. My loyalty stays 100, I'm there for you. Shoot me a text, I pull up, always there for you. Be right there, never be too far from you. I promise you that I'll always be there for you. My loyalty stays 100, I'm there for you. Shoot me a text, I pull up, always there for you. Be right there, never be too far from you.
The rain won't fall and the storm won't last. In due time, everything comes to pass. Fading memories, echoes like a trap. Promise me loyalty, be right there. The rain won't fall and the storm won't last. In due time, everything comes to pass. Fading memories, echoes like a trap. Promise me loyalty, be right there. I promise you that I'll always be there for you. Shoot me a text, I'll pull up, always there for you.
Reese LA. I'm already following you, bro. Honestly, if I had a critique for that track, unless Stowe would like to go first.
I'm down either way.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say, man, I just feel like at certain points the main vocals were just a little bit too low. I can see you did some work with the tuning because it sounds in tune for this song. I dig the story. I like the lyricism. I just felt like maybe the mix on the vocals could have been a little like punchier. Cause the song, you know, it was a
Need
banger.
to be a bomb, neurotic, but I'm headstrong. Got my body ethereal, tapped into
Ridiculed, played for a view. Scarred from being bruised,
So I think if I had a critique, it'd just be
I'm a god, always knew I was a star. RBSDL, lay me in ETV going far. Cause he stay heating, I stay eating. Every rush that could be in dreams, can't help but play.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think the vibe like changed really quickly from there to there. So maybe just punchier on the hook part. But I like the song. I think it's cool. Stowe, what do you think?
Oh, I really like this song. I think it's a banger. Really, really love the beat, and I really like the lyrics. I just think not trying to be a dick, but I just feel like the vocals are a little overproduced.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different, like between the main vocals kind of going up and down, and the backing vocals being kind of all over the place. I would love to just and again, I don't think the backing stuff is bad. It's just it's all kind kind of like coming at once, I
mode,
guess is it, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but like other than that, like honestly, I really actually I fucking love the song. I really like it's clear like the passion and energy is there. I'm just not sure if it needs to be so auto-tuned, I guess.
I'm there for you. Shoot me a text, I pull up, always there for you. Be right.
You know, Reese, one thing to kind of counter the auto tune when you're recording is just to like record a couple of dry vocals. Maybe like if you, let's say you have 2 auto tune vocals, record 2 dry vocals with it and mix them, and you can pan them or whatever. But low, make sure the volume on the raw vocals is higher, and just I would just say if you want to give it like a raw sound, you don't want to take off the auto tune. But I could definitely see that though, for sure, with the main vocals and the background vocals and everything being auto tuned. What the key is correct though, because that was like my biggest
Yeah.
concern for
Like I would
Reese.
literally just bring it down like a smidge. I don't I think the autotune is totally fine. I think it just kind of is overwhelming the main vocals. Where it's like I can tell like the main vocals like that should be hitting me right square in the jaw, I feel like.
Yeah.
There never be that goes like a child.
Yeah, I really really like the song. Like, whenever it's officially released, definitely let me know because I love the lyrics. I love the beat. Like it, I don't know. It kind of harkens back to like 2000s, 2010s like type like
Type vibe, yeah.
trap stuff that still means something, and I think that's good.
Hell yeah. Reese LA, thank you so much for submitting your song, bro. You know we appreciate you, and send me a DM. I got something for you. But I wanted to ask you a couple more questions before we move on to the next review. Because we kind of talked about last time about how you've been writing about hip hop for a very long time and doing reviews and album reviews and working with artists as a consultant. So I know you mentioned earlier that you saw your friends struggle, and that was what kind of drew you in the direction of creative consulting and helping artists. But what made you care so deeply about artist development instead of just like numbers? You know, because numbers can be super validating, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you can still see me. I don't know what is going on with my camera.
I can, but I'm gonna have to flip you. So don't move your camera. Don't move your phone real quick.
Wait, why did it flip me? Okay, I don't know why it's flipping me back. That's my bad. Um,
Oh, he's upside down now.
wait, really? What is? I don't
No,
even
no,
see.
it's
I don't
me,
even
that's
see
me.
myself.
That's me. I did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're good.
So I was like, I don't even see myself. So hopefully I'm still good.
Gravity doesn't apply here in the review room, so you're fine. Imagine?
But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Can you ask me that question one more time?
Yeah, no, I said you mentioned earlier that you've had friends that were artists that you kind of witnessed struggle, with
Oh
being an
yeah.
artist in the industry firsthand. So, what made you so passionate about like the actual development of artists rather than just numbers? Because numbers are super validating, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, listen. For me, at the end of the day, like numbers are validating and they are worth something. Like I think but right, like there's a balance. It's all of this. I feel like comes down to balance. Like these numbers are important, and I think when you get those numbers, use them, take advantage of them. But like defining yourself as an artist by these numbers, I think is such a trap. And like even when you think about not even just like your favorite mainstream performers, but like think about the ones that are not as popular. Like
Yeah.
you don't think their music is bad because they didn't get the numbers, and it's like, oh, this is actually a perfect platform for me to go off. Casual fans don't get it. All it takes is looking at the discourse all of the last like 2 or 3 years about record sales. How many times have we seen casual support say, oh, well, X is better than Y because of record sales? Nothing else. No other type of barometer there.
Yeah.
That's insanity to me. And so, I for me, it's like at the end of the day, no matter what, I want to see independent music do well. Like especially at this point in my career, I'm actually very, very, very thankful to have worked with a lot of independent R&B artists and even some country artists and stuff like that. And so it's about seeing the art form in general do well. That's really what it's about at the end of the day. Like all of you deserve success and a profit and stuff like that. And and that's the thing. It's possible. I think it's so easy to get roped into this instant success and my Spotify Wrapped and all that crap. Like, great, that is valid, but like, there are ways. Which good? Like that's good.
I had 7 super fans, and I was fucking stoked about that. Like,
but you should be like, that's a good thing. It's so easy to get wrapped. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. The post I use all the time is like, people are like, oh, I only got 100 listens on my newest song. But if you look at a picture of a room full of 100 people, like you wouldn't be saying stuff like that. And so it's just like, and again, a lot of this has to do with the powers that be that are above that are not paying artists correctly and all this other stuff. But like, at the end of the day, it's about seeing the independent art form do well, and it's about seeing artists be successful on their own terms. You do not need a giant label to be successful in this space. You don't even need like millions of streams and stuff like that. You really don't.
Okay, but still, how much money do I need? Do I need $100?
And when it comes to budget, that's a completely different ballgame, right? But like at the same time, it's just you don't have there's ways to, especially in this day and age, there's so many different ways to actually get in front of your audience. Exactly. These things record audio and film in 4K already.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna try to shoot a music video on iPhone here pretty soon, so just
bet. Yeah. Heck yeah. One of my clients did that before. Grand Ace. He's an absolute superhero. He puts in so much work and effort into what he does, and he's a pro at just making things that he has work. And you don't need this huge, Warner Bros. Team to film a music video. You don't.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be great. So I actually wanted to show you a snippet of this real quick. I don't know if you've seen this. I'm not gonna play the audio for copyright reasons, but I'll show you guys what we're looking at. This video was actually shot all on iPhone.
Oh yeah.
So this is like a little younger video, but it's like you literally, like you said, you can do anything in this day and age.
Yeah, I actually love this video and song, and I'm not even a Yachty fan, to be honest.
Yeah, I like this one. But yeah, speaking of music videos, can I get your opinion on one? Maybe one of mine.
Yeah, hopefully I can only see like half the screen. I don't know what's going on here. Let me see what happens if I do one of these.
What about?
Nope, still the same. Hold on. If I like full screen, yeah.
We in full screen mode?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Got it.
We good? All right, y'all.
So, yeah.
This video actually debuted last Friday. So if y'all were there, you a real one. But if you're not, I'm kicking you out of the stream right now. No, just kidding. All right. Well, thank you guys again for coming to the review room tonight. I want to show y'all the music video I actually shot back like in October or something. I don't even remember when I shot it, but this one was long.
Just mind your own and pray
overdue.
The song originally come out.
Cinderella came out probably like 2 years ago, but then I released a remastered version like a few months ago.
That's right.
So it's supposed to be a continuation of No Prince, which I don't know if you got the chance to listen to that one, but if you do,
yeah.
Anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think of this music video. Still, I'd love to get.
Just mind your own and pray one day they come in from out the cold. Pick up the pen and depend on it, let it and amplify your soul.
Danny Dynasty. That feature on No Prince. Shout out Jerry Anthony Grigger as well.
And it wasn't really a faraway kingdom. It was the San Fernando Valley. It looked far away because you barely see it through the smog. But to me, growing up, the valley was my kingdom. He took her hand and he kissed it. Then he swooped her up onto his horse and the beautiful friend.
So I knew you in a past life. Oh, there's no one's been a fast life. What I'm doing, I still ask myself, am I doing enough? That's mine. I keep moving till I'm past myself. Didn't know if we would last like this. Seemed like such a fast ride, and it was almost just a crash site. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. We live lives we wish that we could tell, but no. We could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Take what's ours, take off in the night. But I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. Whoa, whoa. You make plans with such intention. Yeah, we're always on a mission. We're the farthest from tradition, and we won't sleep until we're rich, yeah. You're the only one that gets it. Girl, I may have a confession, become like my obsession. Know we something different, but girl, that don't make a difference. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. Oh. We live lives we wish that we could tell, but whoa. We could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Take what's ours, take off in the night. But I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. Whoa, whoa. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. I'm no prince.
See what happens here.
Just the credits. What do you think? What do you think, Sto?
Perfect. No, I like it. I really like it. I like videos that have a concept, but it's not so heavy to where, or not heavy is not the right word, but like it's not so involved that like, oh, I have to watch this. I'm watching a short. I have to watch a short film in order to frickin' understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I really liked it, and I think it's the the depiction of you two together. I think is just and I assume you said it came out last week.
Yeah, it came out last Friday.
Okay, but yeah, and so I don't know, especially heading into Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Like yeah, like I don't know, this is a good one. I really do like again. There's a way to instill a concept. There's a way to tell a story without having it be, this huge feature film, and I think you got the point across.
What do you think the point was?
Oh, I mean, listen, I think there's multiple ways to interpret a video and stuff like that, but for me, I just got the whole. I mean, again, the whole Bonnie and Clyde thing. I think that kind of sealed the deal there, right?
Yeah.
But just building with somebody, and hey, we may be up to some stuff, but it's you and I.
Hell yeah. No, but that's a big part of it for sure. Sto, thanks for watching my video, and thank you for everybody who's in here watching the video. Just Jay, appreciate the love. Modi Indigo, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you for coming tonight. You always forget to come to the review room, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kick you out right now. No, just kidding. Reese LA, appreciate you, bro. I saw that you I think you submitted another song. We're gonna review it here in a moment. But right now we have a song called More Than Me. There was actually a description for it here. It says the song explores the desire and struggle of seeking a grander lifestyle career while also acknowledging the comfort and stability of a normal, boring 9-to-5 office job. This is the opener to our new album. Oh, okay. All right. I'm excited to hear it. This is More Than Me by Rubato Elegi. We got a visualizer. I love my visualizer. If y'all have any questions for Big Sto, now is the time to ask. I definitely got something to say about this one. Y'all stick around.
A dream to be more. What if I run on nothing but one dream to be under the stars, snake on thy arm and a ticket to the new moving stage, mic in hand and mind clear as day.
Wow. Stowe, I'm gonna let you lead for this one.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for songs like this. I'm a sucker for the piano. I'm a sucker for kind of solo kind of joints like this. Like, I don't know, just gives like you know, late night, 11 p.m. Everyone left the bar. Piano's still kind of cooking there. And this is what's on my mind and stuff like that. The song was gorgeous, beautiful. Would love to hear a whole record around this and stuff like that. Because yeah, that was really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful. The sound is just so raw, and just you could hear the emotion, from the piano, at the end to like the beginning. It's like almost progressively getting a little bit more like chaotic. It's super interesting composition. I love this song. Rubato Elegi, More Than Me. Make sure y'all show this artist some love by hitting subscribe, liking them. Speaking of which, if y'all are watching right now on the YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so every time the review room goes live, you get a notification. That way, when Stowe comes back on for the record 20th time, because he will be back someday. That way you can you'll be the first one to know. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my website, you need to go to my website, theamarmonroe.com. And if you haven't submitted a song and you want to, it's not too late. Just hit the website and go to the review room page and just submit your song here. And if you're a part of the email list, I gave you a code for a review today. It's just the perks of being on my email list. But anyway, Stowe, back to the interview, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we haven't covered. You got a little more time, or you got a busy
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got a bit more time. Just trying to eat here in about a half hour or so.
All right, cool. Well, I wanted to ask you about, there's so many different platforms out there. And of course, with you being Mr. Get a Website, I had to ask you, why do you think that artists feel pressure to chase whatever platform is hot at the time? Why don't artists want to get a website? What's their problem?
At the end of the day, I think, some artists just don't want to invest on that side of things. I think there are some that are unfortunately, uh, some people are just listening to the wrong people. I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm usually correct. And so, I think that a lot of people, they're just chasing the next viral thing, thinking that that's going to be what unlocks their career. Like even watching the TikTok chase. People forget, like Vine gets shut down or whatever, and TikTok comes and takes its place, and
And now
you
TikTok's
know,
being sold.
um, yeah, well, it's already been. Well, it's being sold and acquisitions and stuff like that. And I'll never forget the last like 2-3 years. I'm watching artists just I have to figure out how to break the TikTok algorithm, and it's like now none of that work even matters because we're all now they shifted us all over to a different algorithm and stuff like that, and you don't have that inherent access to the international audience anymore and stuff like that, and so it's just. I just think that there's always this allure of instant success and virality. And that's the thing, like going viral feels good and it's cool to see the numbers go up and stuff like that. I really think that's what it comes down to. And
Yeah.
I think some artists think that they have to be successful immediately and that's how to do it. But there's a reason why websites still exist. There's a reason why email marketing still to this day is probably the most consistent and type of marketing there is. Not to say that social media is useless, but like throwing all of your eggs in that basket is just I don't know about that in 2026 anymore.
Yeah. there's there's a lot going on the social media front with what they're kind of
Yeah.
allowing to be posted and what they're getting away with. Because I read somewhere that essentially TikTok now that they've been acquired by like some presidentially approved company or whatever, that now they can use your likeness and your music and anything they want or something to that degree. Do you
Well, yeah,
know?
it's like I was trying to tell people. I've been warning people for at least a year and a half, if not longer now, because the thing is that now all TikTok US users are on a separate like algorithm almost. So like, and that's not to say you have no access to an international audience, but like the algorithm is now officially controlled by the government. Like that's not hyperbole. I'm not making this up. I'm not using scare tactics. That is a real thing. And some of y'all have already seen it because even as soon as that went through, y'all saw that notification about the terms of service that hit you as soon as you open that app. You can't use the app unless you agree to that. And I'm sure after you agreed to that, if you head to go to your For You tab right now if you want to. It's probably a bit more political than it was before.
Yeah.
And that is because of the acquisition, and that's not changing. And so that's why it's like and still like there's still time now to be leading people to your website, be leading people to your newsletter because TikTok is not going to be the same. And I'm not saying that you can't see success and stuff like that, but it's just like again, I watched so many of you try to beat the TikTok algorithm, and we're obsessed with doing it. You got to live just a little bit of virality, and you're like, oh shit, this is it.
Yeah.
And then now they literally essentially flipped a switch, and now everything about that app is different. And it's not. I feel like that's just going to keep happening more and more with social media. We're going to start seeing more and more blocks and parameters, and more paywalls. And more, tricks to get people to verify themselves and all this other shit. And so, I understand, not wanting to get a website and not wanting to invest, but like the solutions that these companies have put around us are not for your benefit. Like, and they never were. Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Twitter, Threads, IG, Facebook, they're not sitting there being like, how can we help independent creatives succeed? They're never thinking about that.
Yeah.
And so, we have so much power in our hands already. Take advantage of it while we have it before they try to take it away.
Y'all heard it here from Stowe, because he's not. What did you say earlier? I'm not always right, but I'm always correct.
No, I'm not perfect by any means ever. I'm a flawed individual, but I am usually correct.
A website is authentic, just J Music says. Yeah. Need to get a website and a guitar. Yes, Mo the Indigo to both of those things. Get a website. And you can get one like, and I'm not affiliated or anything, but you can get one from Bandzoogle for like $6 a month, and they're like catered to artists. So it's pretty cool.
They're not that expensive. They're really not.
And their customer service is really good. So like I moved over to a different platform because I just needed to do more stuff. But I was using Bandzoogle for a long time, and it did everything I needed except for one thing. But Bandzoogle is great. I wish I was affiliated with them. Maybe I should hit them up. But
you should.
But anyway, I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned something about like artists usually want to chase the new like hottest thing, and it feels like you're pretty passionate about having artists have their own platform to attract listeners or fans or supporters or what have you. So is there something that you have ever done that felt like chasing a trend? Is that like why it might be like, so like it almost feels personal to you, like?
No, I mean, I've definitely done that. Every human has, right? Like, and even in this current day and age, right? Like, and I've definitely, to this day, like I've definitely, I don't think I chase. I definitely don't think I do that. Some of that is just like research and seeing what works and what doesn't. But, but yeah, I mean, once I stopped caring, because that's the thing. I was very, especially when I first got into this, it was about like, oh man, like. I posted this and I'm not getting, engagement and stuff like that. But it's just like, that's the average user. Yeah. And especially now that, and that's the thing, that's part of what these companies do. They show you those numbers. They show you your view numbers now. So you can be like, oh man, like I have 17,000 followers, but only 300 people saw my tweet. What's going on? And so, but when you look at some other users, if you're not looking strictly at the For You section, you see that everybody's getting cooked in the algorithm right now. And so, a lot of it for me was just about stopping and being like, okay, as long as I'm being myself and being consistent, things will fall into place where they need to fall into place. I'll reply to things that I do think are worth replying to, but this whole I need to make sure I'm studying every single trend on every single platform like that will, and that's honestly what it is. It may not be hyper personal for me, but it is personal to the extent of I don't want y'all burning out here. Like I have absolutely done that, and like it's easy to be like, well, it's just social media, like it doesn't require any energy. That's not true, especially given some of the stuff that we be seeing on social media and stuff like that. That takes a lot of energy out of you that you're not even realizing. And so burning out is like, I hate that. I can't stand burning out. Like it just makes me feel obviously tired, but like I'm just not there entirely in any facet of my life. And so, that's really what pushed me to be like, okay, like chasing after trends and virality and stuff like that is exhausting. And what you end up realizing is that a lot of times you go viral for stuff that has nothing to do with what you're actually pushing. I don't go viral sometimes I go viral for like certain takes, sure, but like I don't go viral for giving really good independent marketing advice. I go viral because I said, yo, can y'all shut the fuck up about Drake and Kendrick for 5 seconds? Can y'all stop talking about how niggas are broke and how, women are this and all that crap for 5 seconds? Like, that's what goes viral. It's never my services. It's never the work that I'm doing. It's always just me off the cuff, after a glass of wine or some shit, just typing some bullshit and then it goes viral, and so chasing after that feeling and stuff like that will burn you out and exhaust you, and it's just not worth it.
I 1,000% agree. I mean, I'm always like bombarded. Like my algorithm knows I'm an artist because I like a lot of artist stuff, and so I'm always bombarded with like oh, like this is what you need to do to go viral. Like everybody, that's what everybody wants. But a lot of times, I don't know. I've gone viral a few times, and like when before the acquisition, my stuff was getting pushed a lot, and so, um, it. What I was gonna say was, damn, I completely lost my train of thought. We're talking about chasing virality, yeah, and God damn it, I lost this though.
Oh, you
I'm sorry.
no,
Um.
you're fine. You're fine. It's virality. It feels good. That's the thing.
Oh.
It's not something. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. So and so you kind of mentioned like that artists need to kind of just be authentic in themselves and just eventually something will happen, right? But what is one thing that artists should stop doing immediately when it comes to their promo and marketing?
Stop just posting a link and expecting it to take off, and stop putting like one sentence. Like that's not enough either. Like especially if you're, because that's the thing, if you're growing a fan base, like again it goes back to like the whole just dropping music and letting it cook. Like and again, so many people are like, oh, you just need good music to succeed, but how many people have we seen make good music that aren't quote successful? Like that's a crazy thing to be saying to artists and thinking that that's like, again, if you're doing it and they run into it, like sure, but like isn't the whole point to lead them to press play to begin with? That's called marketing. And so the biggest thing is just like stop. I'll give you three things. Stop just posting a link. Stop giving up on your rollout 1 month after it releases, and stop stop pretending that people aren't listening to your music.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally like I hate it when artists say that, because you're disrespecting the people who did take the time to listen. Like sure, you may not be viral, you may not be getting all this money, but people have taken time to listen to your music, and anybody who debates that, I can automatically show you the opposite. And if you take even 5 seconds, I implore all of you, add up all of your streams across every single platform you've ever uploaded on, and tell me that number doesn't blow your mind. And then tell me that nobody's listening to your music, because you're sounding crazy out here.
I'm about to do that after this show. What's good, Chrissy? Thank you for coming through. Modi Indigo says, so once an artist gets a website and an email list, what do you do? Stowe, can I try? Can I try to answer this question? And you tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, so what I did when I got a website and an email list was I put my bio. I put my music there. And obviously with the email list, I was just promoting my music or any content that I dropped or anything like that. So I almost treated my email list like an extra reminder. So I'll post it on Twitter and Threads and whatever else, but I'll also send it out to my email list first. So y'all should subscribe to my email list. So I know there's an expanded and much better answer on this.
No, you're killing it.
What do you do when you get a website and an email list? What's the first thing you should do?
Well, let's start here. The first thing is that because I have had people like, well, I got a newsletter and I got a website and nothing happened. And it's like, well, did you post about it even once? Did you do anything besides post it once every 3 months, and now you're complaining about it? Like, no, you have to get active with those things. That is the other thing that I watch artists kind of struggle with, is like, they'll get a website, they'll get a newsletter. Hell yeah. Okay, but now you have to promote it. Like, you can't just, like, I'll watch artists, because here's the thing. I've said this a million times. Amar's heard me say it a million times. And especially now in 2026, the algorithm is the worst it's ever been. That is not exaggeration. That is not hyperbole. That is a fact. It is the worst it's ever been. And so you now on social, you're lucky if 10% of your followers see what you post. I'm going to say that again. 10% of the people who clicked follow, they already pressed the fucking button that says, I want to hear from you. They are not seeing, the majority of them are not seeing what you post. When you press send on a newsletter, there is a 100% chance that post lands in their inbox. Now, I can already hear it. I can hear the timeline shattering. Well, what if they don't read it? And what about reader rates and stuff like that? First off, the average newsletter reader rate, I believe, is about, in the music industry, even think it's 30%. And so it's not about them reading every single fucking newsletter that you send. Because even on a grander scheme, I use myself as an example. Listen, your boy, let me see, I don't have any in here right now. Actually, I do. I take it back. Love me some Bath and Body Works candles. They're my favorite. They calm me down after a long day and all that jazz. I'm subscribed to their newsletter. Do I open every single email that they send me? Hell no, because I don't care. But the minute that they send me, hey, guess what? Buy one candle, get 3 free. 50% off this, 50% off my eucalyptus spearmint. Guess who's the first person in line? Me. And that's not me opening every single newsletter they send. It's not about that. It's about making sure that when important information comes through that they are interested in, you're in there. Last thing I'll say on that, you have to remember also, and a lot of artists forget this because a lot of y'all believe that email marketing is obsolete and you believe that websites are obsolete, which is not true. You literally, we may be on an app, but that's a different version of a website. That's all an app is. Yeah. So websites will never go away. When somebody gives you their email address, that is one of the biggest green flags in the industry. Period. End of story. Full stop. Because think about it. You don't give your email out to everyone. Why? Because you don't want to get spammed. You give your email to people and businesses and stuff that you actually care about, that you actually want to hear from. It's the same thing here. If you get an email from a fan that says, hey, I want to be on your newsletter, you now have to communicate and cultivate that relationship. Do not let your newsletter be another link aggregator. That's another big mistake I watch artists make. They just use their newsletter to just send the same links that they're posting on social media. They're subscribed to your newsletter because they're looking for something deeper than just links. And so the first thing you should do when you get a website and newsletter is use it. And then the second thing you should do is promote it. Promote your newsletter the same way that y'all be promoting. Oh my gosh, be promoting be promoting your songs and stuff like that, or be promoting these other companies that are making dumbass decisions. Put the same energy into the smart decisions that you're making.
I mean, he just dropped the mic. Sto, just drop the mic. No, 100%. I think there's a lot of things that artists kind of, I don't know, I guess the artists don't necessarily pay attention to. But I was going to ask you one more question before we move on to the next review. Sorry, I was looking at this screen right here. But oh my goodness, I lost my place here in my notes. Let's go ahead and move on to the next review that we have of the night. This one is by a artist called Disco. Apparently Disco's manager sent in her song Dance of Intimacy, and this is a little backstory is that she was living out of her car when she wrote and recorded songs she'll drop this year. It's inspired by a book also titled The Dance of Intimacy. One passage of this book really hit Dirty Disco's heart, causing an emotional eruption that led her to write the song through her tears. I love a vulnerable track, so I'm really excited to hear this. Y'all let me know what you think of this song by Dirty Disco called Dance of Intimacy.
It's the way that you love me that pushes me away from you and you away from me. They call it the dance of intimacy. Even when you're gone, I know that it's like pulling red strings. I run into you, inevitable, you run from me. I love you
Wow, Dance of Intimacy. What an interesting track right there. Stowe, what do you think about that?
I loved it. I just wish it was. I wish it was longer. I wish it was a second verse. A lot of kind of like vintage coded stuff. I really like it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I the just raw passion and energy. Can definitely feel the pain in that one.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I stuff like this is right up my alley, and so um,
I want to listen to that
and
again.
it has that like it's it's interesting. Like I would kill for another verse, but I also like songs like this that are very straight to the point. Um, and the way it ends so abruptly, like it has you kind of begging for another verse and stuff like that. And so I really like this track. Um, and yeah, I and the production's great too, by the way.
Yeah, I think it sounds really good. I love the lyricism. I can definitely hear, the emotion in the vocals, and it's just a very kind of delicate kind of voice, and I
Yeah.
love the tone of Dirty Disco's voice for sure. So I don't really have much of a critique for that, except kind of what Stowe
Yeah.
says, make it longer.
Mm,
Make an extended version or something, just for
yeah.
the day one fans. You feel me? Dirty Disco, reach out to me. I would love to. I would love to hear more about your story and everything. If you're watching this, or if you're checking out the replay, can you start posting names and links for your reviews? Absolutely not. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can do that. I'll write that one down, and I'll put them on the website. So I'll put the video and the names of everybody here. But Big Stow, we were talking about promo, what artists shouldn't do. I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought there earlier, but I meant to ask you because you were talking about rollouts and how you've seen artists kind of ignore after their drop, their strategies just kind of like poof, which I've been totally guilty of. I'm not above it or anything. So, what do you think is like a well thought out rollout plan? What does that look like?
I think part of it is just one that's longer for one. I genuinely like in an ideal world you're rolling out your record 3 months pre and post release.
And then
In an ideal world.
like pushing it, like really pushing it for 6 months. What you're saying? Okay.
Um, and but then from there it's really just about what the work beforehand. That's why I always tell cats like, yo, if you're in the studio, and again it goes back to what I said earlier, document what you're already doing. If
Yep.
you're documenting what you're already doing, you will have so much material for a rollout that you can't lose. And then from there, it's just about chopping it up and not drop. Because that's the thing. I get it. Like artists, like I'm an artist too. Like I completely understand. You made the music, you want to drop everything. But like if you spread all of that out, if you have a 10-track album and you've got lyric videos already, you've got studio sessions for even half of the tracks.
You just
Um, if you've got visualizers, if you here's the other thing, I keep forgetting about this. If you get the people who worked on the record, I don't care if it's the engineer, I don't care if it's the director, I don't care if it's the chef that made pancakes while you were in between takes. If you get all of them involved in your rollout, you cannot lose. And if you get them involved, at least in terms of like showing them behind the scenes stuff, now they feel like they're a part of the rollout, not just observing the rollout. And so they're more apt to share with their audience. They're more apt to share or I'm sorry, comment on your posts and
yeah.
stuff like that. And now it's just a cycle. And so a lot of it is just making sure you're prepared beforehand. So, and like even just from the most basic level, somebody of y'all are going to watch this and you have an album on the way. You probably haven't even typed up your lyrics yet. And like that's such an easy way. Like you can literally type up your lyrics, throw that shit in Canva real quick, make a random graphic, boom, bam, bing. That's content. If it blows up, boom, bam, bing. Turn it into a shirt through
Oh
drop
man.
shipping. That costs $0. Zero. Might get a website, t-shirts. I haven't paid a dime for those, but I made money off of them.
Yeah.
Like, and so, drop shipping and stuff like that is totally valid. And all that is you typing out your lyrics.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're on Genius. Make sure they're on your website. Use those for a lyric video. That's just lyrics. That's 3 different pieces of content just for lyrics.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And so there's so many different things that you can do that don't cost money. If you're not, if you don't know what ads to use or how to target with ads and stuff like that, if you're not sure where your audience lies and stuff like that, it's just document what you're already doing. Use the resources you already have. If you have producers that you're actually intrinsically linked with and stuff like that as you're creating projects, get them to break down some of their production. Get them to talk about what it was like working with you. And then you talk about what it was like working with them. Same with the engineer. So many artists, so many supporters and people that are listening to music casually, they dead ass think that you just hopped in the studio for 5 minutes, churned out a song, and then put it on the internet.
That's true.
But we all know that that's not how that goes.
Yeah,
and so if you show the process, it's a different ballgame. And think about, again, I when I talk to artists, I bring this question up all the time. Think about your favorite artists. You probably have watched their interviews. You probably would murder to see their process and stuff like that. It's the same for you. And again, that allows people, that's the other thing, that's the last thing I'll say here, is that like that content and showing the process is what humanizes you. You would be surprised how many followers and friends of yours think that you've already made it because of what you're doing out here. But when you show the process, now it's no longer, like, all right, they put out another track, like, I'm sure it's going to blow up, like, they're fine. Now it's, oh, damn, I didn't realize that they're working a 9 to 5, coming to the studio afterwards, performing after that, and then, oh shit, they have to get up early at 5 or 6 a.m. the next day because they got called in early. Like, most casual supporters don't even realize that y'all are out here being human beings, and that you have struggles, that you have bills and all this other stuff, and that you aren't just making music and stuff. Like, you have hobbies and family and friends and stuff that you enjoy. Your fans don't know that, and so showing that to them costs $0 usually. And it immediately changes their perception, because otherwise they're left to assume. And when you leave casual fans to their own devices, they are usually going to get it wrong. Again, it goes back to the record conversation we had earlier. Some people think, oh, well, you said you sold X amount of records, or even just the monthly listener thing. Oh, you have X amount of monthly listeners. You're probably blowing up, aren't you? No, but they don't know that. They think, my bad, my actual last point. No, they think, hey, I streamed their song 100 times. I'm helping them get a bag. When they don't know that if they just chipped in $10 to buy your record off rip, that you're making exponentially more money than you would off the streams. And they'll not only they don't understand, like, hey, you buy the record, but you're still gonna keep streaming.
Yeah.
And so it's just breaking that down for your audience is what's so important, because they don't understand.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make some content about that. Actually, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, still. Hold on. No, I think I just, dude, it's crazy how many things you say that seem so obvious, but then at the same time we don't think about it. That people don't really understand the process, and I even say that all the time. But then, I think just documenting the process is a great form of content, and just showing people how you write or what mindset you're in, or how you do it, or whatever, what kind of cookies you like when you do it, just to get to know you.
Yeah, seriously.
So what about when, I guess when artists reach a certain level of success, some people might call it like selling out, or if they get signed or whatever. What do you think that really means today in today's industry?
Well, it just means that they succeeded, or not even necessarily like succeeded isn't the right word, because I think there's levels to that, right? But it's just, you hear sold out, and it just, I mean, oh my God, like another perfect example of casual fans, the whole Doechii industry plant. Are we serious? Like, that's how far gone some casual supporters and even artists are, that they really thought that she was an industry plant. when she had been literally making YouTube videos since she was like 16 or 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, I'm not going to go too far into this, but sometimes it feels like, when you hear, a lot of times when I hear sellout, it sometimes comes off as just jealousy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And, it just means that they're going in they could be going into a direction where, maybe they aren't as successful or they change their sound or whatever. But it's just like nobody stays the same. And even from a success standpoint, like, I don't know, you see people, they performed at Rolling Loud, they're selling out. It's like, well, no, probably not. And so I do think that's sometimes where it comes from. And are there proper examples of selling out? Absolutely. But like 9 times out of 10, when I hear it, it usually doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I I could see that for sure. It's being an artist, I think a lot of people, especially a lot of supporters or fans or whatever, they don't understand that it is a process, and you grow with your music and with your sound and with your experiences and with your life. It's like, if I was sitting here still playing with them little blocks where you like fit them with the shape, it would be really weird because I'm grown. So like, why would I still be making the same kind of music as I did when I was, whatever. So yeah. Sto, man, I should have got my pen, pad, and paper tonight. Actually, I'm gonna rewatch this because he's dropping a lot of gems, y'all. Make sure you follow Big Sto on all platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, check all the links below. I have every single one of his links: Instagram, X, his Tap link, I believe, which has everything he's ever done, including writing books. So you're a published author. What is that like? Tell us more about your books. I mean, I can pull them up here.
Boom Bap Review. We started Everybody's record label. Oh my goodness, what was that? I want to say 2019, I think, is when we started, and just trying to cover as much independent hip hop as possible, and everybody on the team from Io to Bo to Tia and MC Till and everybody. We're just trying to. It's just about getting more people to see what good music is out there, and obviously trying to get them to read. And so, we try to put them out every year. Volume 7 came out. Actually, I think we came out a little late. Came out in December, I believe. But yeah, I'm extremely thankful to have had a hand in writing and editing and interviewing for the books. And we're super blessed. We've connected with so many people over the last couple years, and we really want to take it to the next level. We want to try to start doing more events and stuff like that. But we're just thankful to even be publishing and putting out books like this, because no one's really doing it like us.
Y'all heard it here. Nobody is doing it like they doing it in the Boom Bap Review. Make sure y'all grab a copy. It's available on Amazon. You can get it as an ebook, which I personally prefer, but I also like a good old physical book sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all grab a copy of Big Sto's Boom Bap Review, which actually it's credited to like you and everybody's hip hop. You and Bo Brown.
Yeah.
Is that somebody you've known for a long time? Tell me who's this Bo Brown character?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's hip hop label is myself, MC Till, aka or Adam Hayden, aka MC Till, Bo Brown, Tia. Oh my God, I don't want to forget anybody. Io, and I'm definitely Profound is another rapper. That's right. I think I got everybody. And we all linked up a year. Oh, and Joe Johnson. I forgot about him. We all linked up forever ago, and just started as like place to put out some beat tapes and music and stuff like that. And so but it's evolved into us putting out books and still producing records for other artists. And we're just trying to just build it brick by brick.
You've done a lot. I mean, you balance writing and creating and I mean, you've done all this without chasing cloud, I guess. What I guess for anybody that doesn't really understand, because we sort of talked about behind the scenes stuff. What does longevity look like behind the scenes for for an artist or a creative?
I mean, I feel like for every creative it's different. Um, and a lot of it is just about answering those questions for yourself. And that's why I think answering the question of, do you just want to put out music, or do you want something more than that? And I think once you're honest with yourself about that, um, I think that kind of can change how you move and stuff like that. Like if you're trying to support because like that's the thing. It's not if you're clout chasing, like sure that's one thing, but the majority of independent artists are simply looking to provide for themselves, their family, and their friends off the music. Like there's literally nothing wrong with that. But I think labels and social media have tricked independent artists into thinking like, oh well, if I'm even pursuing any version of profit, like I'm doing something wrong or something like that. But it's just like we can't survive without that. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, hey, I want to have longevity not just in this music but in my livelihood as well. And in order to have you know a full livelihood and feel like I'm not scrounging for pennies and stuff like that, like, I want my music to be the vehicle for that. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think it's once you admit that, I think you're able to be like, okay, these are the steps, these are things I need to be taking more seriously, these are things I need to be doing in order to reach those goals and stuff like that. And so yeah, longevity is different for everybody, but and again, even if you aren't excuse me, inherently profiting or whatever, just the fact that you're creating is important and big time, especially in this landscape. And so, like I said, longevity is different for everyone, but give yourself grace and patience to actually build up to that. Because that's the other thing. None of this is overnight. I've been in the game 20 years now, which is crazy to say out loud, but like I'm still not where I want to be. And so, you know, but I'm willing to admit, like, yeah, I want this to be what keeps me alive and what I am doing to support my family and stuff like that. And so, having that impact, like it sounds crazy, but yeah, I do hope that, like, when I do finally pass or whatever, that my tombstone does say, "Get a damn website, you idiot," and so that impact is important to me, and especially again now in this age where I'm seeing still so many artists get scammed by scumbags, and still seeing so many artists like try to chase after mainstream clout and labels and stuff like that. Like my work is not done. And now that I'm older and whatnot, I've realized like I'm one of very few people who are doing this and doing it right. I mean, and so I do believe that my longevity is already solidified, but I still believe that there's still so much more to get done and still so much more to teach and educate.
So, I mean, you would say that's what longevity means to you is like supporting your family, being happy with what you do.
Yeah, and just having an impact, outside, because it's not just about music. It's really not just about music. Like, yes, like, I want to. I'm very thankful to have artists who have won Grammys and awards all over the place and are making four figures on literally one release and stuff like that. Like that's a blessing to see. But that impact, um, goes beyond all of that.
So what do you think is something that you talk about impact? What do you think artists could do to, I guess, what's something artists can do so that they make sure they're being taken seriously?
I mean, it's not about necessarily like being professional. Like I don't think
Yeah.
like I like there's levels to that, I guess is the best way to put it. But like, you still have to carry yourself with some version of professionalism. Like that is something I do see a lot of artists kind of like they want to be taken seriously, but they don't always take other people seriously. Um, and that there's a myriad of different examples, but like again, you don't have to be this prim and proper suit and tie, type of person, but like, respecting the people you're collaborating with. If you're involved in a collaboration, you should be helping promote the song. I don't know what the hell's going on out here where, cats collab and then literally don't want anything to do with the promotion side of things. If you're, I posted this the other day, but, I see so many artists, producers, etc., that are like serious inquiries only. But then when they make an inquiry of someone else, they completely disrespect them and don't take their time seriously and don't value what they're doing and stuff like that. And so, I think being taken seriously is really just about, like, again, conducting yourself in a certain way. Again, it doesn't have to be this prim and proper, the perfect, whatever the hell, but like, good Lord, the way I watch some independent artists move, sometimes it's like, yeah, no wonder you're not going anywhere because you don't respect anybody around you. You're moving crazy and you're talking crazy while still simultaneously being like, everybody's sleeping on me, but I'm the best and all that. It's just like no one wants to be around that anymore. Like it's 2026. Like if you can't respect the people around you, if you can't, and that's on so many different levels. Like, I'm not even just talking about like obviously you could, hey, if you buy a beat from somebody, like pay them on time. Like that's obviously basic shit. But even from the standpoint of, being respectful of people's experiences and stuff like that, and not, actually like listening and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I'm sure you have too, but I've been in so many sessions where, we're supposed to be working together. We're trying to get something done, and y'all being disrespectful for no reason. Like, not even on some like complicated stuff. Like, just on some like, okay, like maybe don't call people names when you're in the studio. Oh, okay, maybe don't say like crazy slurs when you're working with people who have dealt with XYZ. Like, some of that stuff is just basic, manners and stuff, and seeing some adults that don't know how to conduct themselves is wild. But you want to blow up, and it's just like, it sounds crazy, but like you're not gonna get immediately put on a mainstream label if you don't know how to conduct yourself. Like some of y'all think, oh, I made a banger, so like, Rock Nation about to sign me. Like, no, they not if you don't know what you're doing out here. Like, they don't want you out here talking crazy and disrespecting people and not respecting the people that they've put around you. Like, some of y'all think that you're entitled to all of that, and you're not. And so if you can't even conduct yourself in a manner that calls for respect, like, no one's going to respect you. So I think that, like, from a being taken seriously standpoint, like, that's really, like, one of the big things that I always see.
Yeah, I think, like, what you said about, artists being like, oh, people are sleeping on me and this and that. But I think a lot of artists kind of sleep on themselves, too. And by doing all these things, I think it's like a form of sleeping on yourself, not
100%.
planning out your rollout or not, getting a website or not, not strategizing in a way that you should, or not moving in a way that you should. So I know you said a lot of stuff tonight, Sto, and I know you said that, you do gotta head out to eat dinner. So we have one more review, and then I just got like two closing questions for you. And then you're free. You can leave. You don't have to stay any longer. No, but
no. I just got some soup brewing that I'm very excited to eat.
Yeah,
so
I hear you. I just made some caldo myself. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, okay. Bet. Where again? I always forget.
Where'd you say?
Where are you at?
I'm in Texas.
Like location wise. So I don't know how much did y'all get blasted by the winter weather?
Not bad where I'm at. I mean, it was cold. It was like 20 degrees, but.
Okay, yes, we're getting smoked over here, so soup is in my diet.
Oh man, I'm sorry. How many inches of snow you got over there?
Oh, well over a foot.
Dang, Yeah, no, we don't get snow like that here.
Yeah. Nah, since usually we don't in Cincinnati apparently, but like in Cleveland, I'm used to it. So like this is nothing. But like yeah, we got that foot snow. We got below zero wind chill and everything. So we just trying to stay warm. Shit.
That's crazy. I'm never going to Cleveland. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm playing. I'm a warmer weather kind of guy myself.
Hey, I hear you.
But anyway, y'all, let's get back to the review. I think we only have one more song of the night, and if you're in here and you've been staying the whole time, I really do appreciate you for coming to the review. And make sure y'all send some good energy in the chat for Big Sto, and for all the artists that were, that allowed us to critique their music today. We really do appreciate you. I know it's not easy to get your music reviewed, especially in front of a live audience, but every artist came in here with the intention of getting their song critiqued so they could, get another ear on your track. Sometimes you can show your friends, you can show your mom, and they'll just send you a fire emoji. But that's not what we do here in the review room. And we're here with Big Sto. Make sure you guys give him a follow, a like, all that good stuff. This is Forever in the Stars by Reese LA. Let me know what y'all think about this track. I'm really digging the album art. I feel like it was made with AI. I like the vibe though. It's pretty cool.
I sit by the phone waiting patiently for your call. All story-eyed and rosy cheeked as nightfall. Heart dropped when it rang out. Her surprise got me off guard. It's been a while since I have felt this so alive. Because of you, this feeling. Don't wanna lose, can't replace
I got a critique for this, y'all. Stick around.
Finally, I have a reason to go on. Made a vow, gonna keep it. On 100, just believe it. I want it only my baby. I'll always love you. My philosophy. Promise forever, for all eternity. I'll never let go. I'll keep you with me. Let's live forever in the stars. Always in your smile, babe, forever. For all eternity. I made a promise, best believe I'm gonna keep. You asked me in and I gave you peace. He's gonna live happy. I know there's more, but you know that it's okay. I'm above and beyond for you, give up everything for you. Cause you was my life, never will I switch up. Above and beyond for you, give up everything. Trust you with my all, sacrifice my life for dying with you, dying with you. Don't wanna be a part of forever next to dying for you, dying for you. Down on my knees, marry me, cause I'm for this love to transcend many centuries. Everlasting truth living in promise forever, for all eternity. I'll never let go. I'll keep you with me. Let's live forever in the stars. Always in your smile, babe, forever. For all eternity. For eternity.
Forever in the Stars by Reese LA. Big Sto, what was your opinion on that track right there?
I really like the production. Um, but this is the same cat from earlier, right? Am I tripping?
This is another song, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have the same kind of critiques. Is that the vocals seem really overproduced. Like you don't have a bad voice or anything like that, but like the hook actually seemed the most kind of like lucrative because all the tones were kind of matching together. I felt like everything else, like there were so many highs and lows going on at the same time that the main vocal was either getting drowned out or drowning everything else around it. And so
Yeah.
I would, yeah, if we can kind of clean up the mixer or something like that. Like I actually think you got a decent track on your hands. I think it's just um, there's like too much going on with your voice when like you're already like a good singer, and so you don't have to stack all this other stuff on top of it.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of in the same boat here. I think the high notes came off as just a little pitchy, and that could be because maybe maybe there was a lot of tuning on there or pitch correction or something like that, and it wasn't catching the note or something. But I've heard Reese LA sing. I definitely know he can sing, but this song gave me like a '80s kind of vibe for sure.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
80s
I liked it though. I like that though.
No, yeah, and I agree with like but there was a lot going on at certain points. They were all processed, so it just makes it sound a little robotic. So, Reese, try recording some raw vocals, like I said earlier, and layering them with the tune vocals, and just turn the tune vocals down, and then it'll all mix together nicely. I mean, obviously there's a few other things you should do, but but hit me up. Maybe we can hop on a mix or something together. I can at least give you some basic tips. I'm not an engineer. Disclaimer, everybody in here, I'm not an engineer. But yeah, Big Sto, listen, man, I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I really do want to say thank you so much for coming again to the review room and just dropping all these gems. It's clear that you're super passionate about what you do and about helping artists, not just with the numbers, but with defining themselves and their brand and their sound and their their website and everything. So you've obviously been accomplished a lot in your I guess 20-year career at this point, and I'm just super excited to see how many more Grammy winning artists you're gonna work with and how many awards you get and just all the amazing things that are going to happen for you. So I just wanted to speak that into existence. I appreciate you, bro. You've done a lot for me, in my journey and stuff. And I just wish so many blessings upon you is all I'm saying. I know we don't talk a lot, but I just do appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you for having me for one. There's not a lot of platforms these days that are doing it right. It's all about clout and what famous name can I get on my platform and all that. And so, come on now, absolutely. Like, even in providing a platform for independent artists and stuff like that, like that's a rarity these days. And stuff that we need these days, especially again, given the landscape and stuff like that. And so, I'm very blessed to come through. I'll come through anytime you ask me for sure. And, yeah, I'm really thankful that to be the first guest of the year. That's actually big time. And so, yeah, anytime you need me, I'm here.
Yeah, no, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, dude. I mean, like I could sit here and talk about it all night, but thank you so much for coming to the review room. You're always welcome if you want to come, or if you have any artists or anything that would like to tell their story or whatever. I know you only work with the best of the best of the best. That's why you work with me. So no. Well,
absolutely correct.
Just one last question before we close the whole thing out here. I know you've given a lot of gems tonight. You've given a lot of great advice. You've been super real. But if there was just one piece of advice that you could leave artists with here tonight that you want them to remember and marinate on for the night, what would that be?
Yeah, believe in yourself and don't give up. You know, it's easy for me to say, hey, here's a strategy, and here's this, and here's that, and here's this, and here's that. But like the number one thing is just don't give up. There's so much bullshit going on outside. There's so much shit going on in the between the labels and bigger companies and stuff like that. And so it's easy to get discouraged. I understand that. Like I even despite all my advice and stuff like that, like I know it's not easy out here. And so um but I promise you, if you don't give up, your success is inevitable. And you know, even if you take a second and look around, the people that you've been around the last, X amount of years, some of them are not chasing their dreams no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you still are. And so that's something to take pride in and whatnot. And so, yeah, you know, people are going to criticize you, judge you, doubt you, and all that jazz. And in some cases, hate you. And so the best thing you can do is make sure you believe in yourself and don't give up.
Believe in yourself. Don't give up. Y'all heard it here in the review room with Big Sto tonight. Make sure y'all show him some love by following him on all platforms. Hit him up. Y'all need a consultation. You need a social media audit. You need someone to give you some advice on what not to do other than what we talked about here tonight earlier. Then hit him up. He'll talk to you for 15 minutes. $1 billion an hour. No, I'm just kidding. Just hit him up.
And I'll tell you what, if you mention that you came through the show, I'll give you a discount. So
Mention that you came through the review room and you saw Big Sto, and he was the greatest thing you ever saw, and he'll give you a discount. All right, guys. All right. Well, Big Sto, I appreciate you once again, and have an amazing night. I'm gonna clear you off the review room here. Is there one last thing you want to say before it goes boo-doo-doo?
Oh, just thank you for having me. Thank you all for watching and listening. I know that I can blab on a lot, so I really appreciate you all for hanging out with us and coming through. It means more than you know. And like I said, hit me up on social media. Let me know that you watched, and we can chop it up.
All right, thank you, Sto. Have an amazing night. All right, y'all. It was a successful first guest of the year. Wow, we didn't have any technical issues during the show. At least I hope not. And if there was and y'all didn't tell me, then I will sulk in my sorrows when watching the replay. But listen, I love you guys all for coming. Thank you so much. I know I haven't been as consistent as I should be here in the review room, but that is changing this year. I am dropping more music. I have like 4 songs ready. I just want to show you guys this demo so bad. But if you're not a part of the AM VIP list, let me talk about that for a minute, you guys. If you're still in here and you want to support me on a monthly basis sort of thing, I have a superstar plan. It's $15 a month. But if you're in here, it comes with free music reviews, behind the scenes stuff that I never post publicly. If you're in here, I'll do it. Like, I'll give you a coupon and you can have it for $5 a month for being a day one supporter. Okay, and I would really appreciate it. Big Sto was talking about it earlier. It would take me like 500,000 streams just to get like a $5 a month support from you guys, and then you guys get all the stuff before even the people on the email list. So AM VIP list is available on my website. Hit me up first, since you guys are in here. Hit me up first so I can give you a code or something. But I really appreciate you guys so much for coming tonight, watching this interview with Big Sto. He is just honestly, he's just such a great energy to be around, and he's so honest and has a lot of just amazing and thoughtful things to say. So check him out. He's really, you can't compare him to anybody. Just go follow him and show him some love. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here if you want to be notified of review rooms in the future. Just hit that little bell. It's somewhere down there. I'll create an animation. Oh, I didn't even realize this was here. Oh, also, last thing before I go, we didn't get a chance to give out food a couple weeks ago because of the inclement weather. It was freezing outside and we couldn't drive. It was like 20 degrees, and so the roads were frosted over. So we're gonna find a better day to where a majority, like a bunch of us, as many people who want to come and help and donate, can do that. So I will keep y'all posted on that. I still, I don't want you guys to think I'm out here just and I'll post a receipt. I'm gonna buy everything separately. Anybody who donated, I'll send you a receipt so you can see, where your money's going and everything. So appreciate you guys once again. Love y'all so much. Don't ever let anyone discourage you. If you have a dream, if you got a vision, Reese, whoever, don't let anybody discourage you, or cause you to act out of character. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Be safe. Good energy. And maybe that soup was good, Mo. I got some soup I'm about to freaking smash right now. All right, you guys. Have an amazing night. Take this good energy and put it somewhere, or else I will find you.
They come in from out the cold. Pick up the pen and let it and amplify your soul.
And it wasn't really a faraway kingdom. It was the San Fernando Valley. It looked far away because you barely see it through the smog. But to me, growing up, the valley was my kingdom. He took her hand and he kissed it. Then he swooped her up onto his horse and the beautiful friend met her.
So I knew you in a past life. Oh, this new one's been a fast life. What I'm doing, I still ask myself, am I doing enough? That's why I keep moving till I'm past myself. Didn't know if we would last like this. Seemed like such a fast ride, and it was almost just a crash site. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. We live lives we wish that we could tell, but no. We could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Take what's ours, take off in the night. But I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. Whoa, whoa. You make plans with such intention. Yeah, we always on a mission. We're the farthest from tradition, and we won't sleep until we're rich, yeah. You're the only one that gets it. Girl, I may have a confession, become like my obsession. Always something different, but girl, that don't make a difference. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. We live lives we wish that we could tell, but we could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Take what's ours, take off in the night. But I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. Whoa, whoa. I'm no prince, and you're not Cinderella. I'm no prince.
And it wasn't really a faraway kingdom. It was the San Fernando Valley. It looked far away because you barely see it through the smog. But to me, growing up, the valley was my kingdom. He took her hand and he kissed